Let's make our own samgyupsal at home. It is fun, easy, cheaper, and it's really delicious because you can customize your own side dishes, marinades, and dipping sauces. Samgyupsal is one of the most famous Korean food here in the Philippines, having different restaurants with the same concept of samgyupsal. But for today, I'm going to make my own samgyupsal at home with my own marinades on the meats, plus making my own side dishes and also the dipping sauces. It's cheaper and it's more fun to make your own samgyupsal at home. And this is my favorite dip, which is the cheese dip. Okay, the melting cheese dip, and it's really perfect with the grilled meats. And this is the sweetened marbled potatoes and kimchi. Okay. My mom has cooked for us, her family, all her life, until one day, Alzheimer's disease took away all her recipes, but not in my heart. Sharing her simple yet delicious recipes to all. Ma, this is for you. To start with, I bought 1/2 kilo of marbled potatoes, the small ones, and we're going to boil this until it is fork tender. Okay, so to start with, let's make our first marinade for the meats. Okay, so this is sesame oil, around maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons. And then we'll just add salt, and we'll also crack some pepper. So let's now set this aside. Okay, so I'm using a pork belly cut that is thinly sliced like a bacon. Okay, so but you can use beef or you can use chicken. And I'm going to just brush off the marinade or simple marinade to this pork. Okay, we will brush them on both sides and set this aside. Let's now make our second marinade. So this is 1/4 cup of vinegar. And then we will add 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. Next we add 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. Okay, and then next we will add, this is samjang, 1 tablespoon of samjang. Now you can double the amount of the measurement if you like to make more of the marinade. So it depends on your meat. Okay, so this is how the samjang looks like. You can buy it in Korean grocery stores or your Asian part of the supermarkets. Okay, and then we will just whisk and combine all of this together. So this is our second marinade. Okay, so let's now check our marbled potatoes. So this has been boiling for a while. Back to our meats. Again, this is a pork belly, which is a bacon cut pork belly, very thin slices, and we're going to put our second marinade on these meats. Okay, so you have to try this marinade. It's really yummy. It's really delicious. Okay, when you grill this later on. So you will put the marinade on both sides of your thinly sliced pork belly. Okay, so let's now make our dipping sauces. I will make 3 kinds of dipping sauces. For the first one, we need 2 tablespoons of samjang. Okay, as you can see, 2 tablespoons of samjang. And then I will add this 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Then we'll add 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Next, we will add some garlic. This is 1 clove of garlic chopped. Okay. And then the next one, we will add some chili flakes. Okay, so this is around 1 teaspoon of chili flakes, but you can add more if you want it spicier. Then this is 2 teaspoon of sugar. Okay, and then we will add some sesame seeds. Okay, so that's about it, and you will whisk this all together, mix them well, and set this aside. Okay, so let's now go to our second dipping sauce. We're using gochuchang. This is how it looks like. And then we will add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. Okay, so the gochuchang, like samjang, you can buy it in your Korean grocery stores. Okay, and then 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Okay, and then you will add also a teaspoon of garlic chop. And then I'm going to add here a tablespoon of honey. Okay, so rice syrup is preferable, but I don't have it, so I will use honey instead. Okay. And then you will just mix and combine this together and set aside this second dipping. I almost forgot, we have to put some sesame seeds. Okay, so we'll just mix the sesame seeds together with our second dipping sauce, our gochuchang dip. So the first dipping sauce is the samjang and the second is the gochuchang. Remember to always taste your dipping sauce recipe if it needs more or less of the ingredients. Okay, so I have here with me this dipping sauce plate that is used in Korean restaurants. Okay, so you can buy this at any of the kitchen supplies. So I'm putting sesame oil at the center. Okay, and I'll just add salt and pepper. So this is our third dipping sauce. Oh, as simple as that. Okay. Okay, so by the way, this is a cheese dip, which I didn't make, but it is readily bought in your Korean grocery stores. Okay, so I didn't make my own cheese dip. I just bought a ready-made cheese dipping sauce. Okay, so this is the first dipping sauce that we made, the samjang dipping sauce. Okay, so we'll just put it in our dipping sauce plate. Okay, and then on the other space we will put our third dipping sauce, which is the gochuchang dipping sauce. Okay, so that's about it. Our dipping sauce are already ready, and we now go to making our own side dishes. So on a hot pan, I heated some 2 tablespoons of cooking oil, and I will put the marbled potatoes we have boiled a while ago. So by the way, the half kilo of marbled potatoes, I will divide it into 2 because there are 2 ways of making this marbled potatoes, or the sweetened marbled potatoes. Okay, so after frying this for a few minutes, I now add 3 tablespoons of water. So we wait for this to boil for a little while, and then I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. So we will just mix and combine this together until it becomes syrupy or it thickens a little bit. Okay, so as soon as everything is well incorporated, we now add our sesame seeds. Okay, and then again we'll mix this together, and after mixing it, we'll now set this aside on a nice plate. So that's our first side dish. For the leftover marbled potatoes, so we'll just put it on a hot pan. Okay, so this is without oil, okay, without oil. And then I'll be putting 1/8 cup of soy sauce. Okay, so as soon as it boils, we now add 1/8 cup of sugar. So we will mix and combine the soy sauce, the sugar, and the potatoes. So we mix them very well until it becomes syrupy also, like this one. Okay, so we coat them all together, and at this point we now ready to add our sesame seeds and put it on a nice plate. Okay, so this is a really very flavorful side dish. So these are the two side dishes that I made with sweetened marbled potatoes. Okay, so the first one has a lighter color, while the second one has a darker color because of the soy sauce. Okay, so for our third side dish, we'll be needing 1 carrot and 1 radish that I peeled. Okay, and we will now grate the carrot. Okay, so it's up to you if you want to grate it finely or not, but I just coarsely grate it. And we do the same thing with the radish. We will grate this later. Okay, so on a hot pan, I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, and make sure that the sesame oil is hot before you add the next ingredient, which is the grated radish that we did a while ago. 1 piece of radish, or in Tagalog we call this labanos, and then the grated carrot, 1 just medium size of carrot grated. Okay, so we'll just mix and fry this for just 1 to 2 minutes of frying will do. Okay, and then we'll add our 1/4 cup of water. Okay, and then we will add 2 tablespoons of sugar. So you won't believe how simple but delicious this side dish is. But after sauteing this for a few minutes, we'll now set this aside. This is our third side dish. For our fourth side dish, we need the following: 3 eggs, okay, and then we need the minced carrot, and this is spring onions, okay. Then I'm going to put just a little salt on all the eggs, plus just around a teaspoon of water on all the eggs. Okay, so that the eggs won't be too dry. Okay, so we'll do the same thing with the other eggs. So this is our carrot radish side dish we made a while ago. Okay, so let's now make our egg roll side dish. So I heated about 2 tablespoons of cooking oil, and I'm going to put my first egg. So this is the first egg with a little salt and a little water. Okay, so we're going to make an omelette. Okay, so make sure that your pan is not too hot so that you will not burn the egg omelette. Okay, so we'll wait for this until it dries out. So meanwhile, I'm tilting the pan so that the color of our egg rolls is not too brown. Okay, so next, if it's already cooked, we're going to roll this gently. Okay, so like this, I'm rolling it gently like that, folding and rolling, folding and rolling. Okay, so you can do this also with your hand if you want to. Okay, so that's it. I rolled it like that. And now we're going to put our second egg. So this is our second egg. Okay, so we'll just make sure that it is all over the pan. Okay, so I'm pushing the egg so that it will go to the bottom of the pan. Okay, so again, we'll wait for this to cook a while, and then I'm putting the spring onion. So this is the filling inside our egg roll. So spring onion. Okay, we're not putting everything, okay, just half of the spring onions, and also the minced carrot. Okay, half of the minced carrot. Okay. Okay, so I'm removing it from the pan so that the bottom will not get burned. So as you can see, we will now fold this gently again. Okay, so we're going to fold it slowly. Again, you can use your hand if you want to use your hand in rolling it. Okay, but a spatula can also do the trick. Okay. Okay, so that's our second layer. Okay, we made the first and second egg. And now we're ready to put our third egg. Okay, so we're going to pour our third egg. This is the last one with a few salt and water. Again, we'll just cook this for a while. Okay. So after a few seconds, we can now add our spring onions. We're going to put all the spring onions, okay, that we chop very finely, and also we will put the carrots, the minced carrot that we also did a while ago. So I'm putting everything on it so that it has a nice egg roll filling. Okay. Okay, so we'll now go to roll everything again. Okay, this become a little heavy, but the spatula will really help you roll our eggs. Okay, so you just lift it gently and fold it. Okay, so lift and fold it. Okay, and make sure it is rolling gently. Okay, just like that. Okay, so that's about it. And that's our egg roll. So we will cool this for a while, and we're going to slice our egg rolls. Okay, so that's how you make our egg roll side dish. Okay, so that's our lovely egg rolls that we slice. And this is spring onion kimchi. This is readily bought in the supermarkets. Okay, and this is also readily bought. This is the daikon, yellow radish daikon. And this kimchi, of course. Kimchi is a staple in any samgyupsal. Okay, so that's the daikon. And now we're going to taste our product. So I didn't show how I grilled the meats, but I grilled this a while ago. Okay, so what I did after cooking the meats, I sliced them into bite-sized pieces, and I'm going to just put it in a lettuce. Okay, put it in a lettuce, and then grab some kimchi and put it like this. And then you get also some of the carrot radish that we cooked a while ago. Okay. Okay, so we have veggies, we have meats. Okay, so this is a very balanced meal, the samgyupsal, and we're going to just choose one of the dipping sauce. Okay, so I'm putting the gochuchang dipping sauce, and then I'm now ready to fold our kimchi. Okay, so that's our samgyupsal roll, and I'm just going to eat this. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so this is another way of eating our samgyupsal. Okay, with cheese, melted cheese. Okay, so this is really very good. And then we have the sweetened marbled potatoes. Okay, so that's how you enjoy a simple samgyupsal feast at home. And then you can also eat your kimchi. Okay, so this is my spread, my samgyupsal feast spread, as you can see. Okay, the meats are ready to be grilled. So that's my griller with the melted cheese dip. Okay, so that's about it. That's my samgyupsal recipe. Hope you can replicate this the recipes at your home, and I hope you enjoy watching this video. Okay, so this is romaine lettuce. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. Till our next episode. Bye.